and welcome to this video where I will talk about the 3 mistakes that a lot of us do when we try to love ourselves more and expand in life and make a better life, especially after trauma. And the reason why you have to love yourself more is because then you create a safer environment within yourself. You create a better energy. Love is the highest frequency before authenticity. So in order to be totally authentic, you really need to love yourself first. The thing is, we often believe in other people's opinions about us. We carry this kind of old judgments, labels or expectations, and sometimes completely inaccurate stories about who we are. And the mistake is that we try to love ourselves while still looking at ourselves through someone else's eyes. I have my paper here. And the solution is to know yourself better. Because the better you know yourself, the easier it is to love yourself. Because when you know yourself, you see where you come from, what you were raised in, you see your obstacles easier. You also see where you did not treat yourself properly, and you will see where other people did not treat you properly. So when you try to ask yourself, is this actually who I am? Or is this something someone taught me to believe about myself? Because life gets unsafe when you connect with people who see you with different glasses and who see you in a total other way than you see. Because maybe they say something that is not true, so they have a kind of expectation, and you are over here, and the tension in between can be really negative if their perception of you is wrong, because then they put something on you that does not exist, and you have to somehow decipher that and live in that, and that is not the most healthiest way to live. And I know that we can actually get really, really sick of believing in other people's opinions about us that are not true. So be really careful when you listen to other people's opinions, critique, when they analyze your behavior or anything. If you can see, okay, but they actually don't know me, then you have to discard everything they say. That's it. Otherwise you go into some kind of spin in your head, and rumination too, and maybe also intrusive thoughts. So start asking yourself, is this actually who I am, or is this something someone taught me to believe about myself? Then the next thing is that we actually expect too much from ourselves. We say a lot to ourselves, I should meditate, or I should exercise. It would be better if I should be more productive. I should heal faster. I should be more confident. I should be more consistent. And then again, we're trying to love ourselves by demanding more from ourselves. And that is not unconditional love to ourselves. You have to love yourself just the way you are, without extra meditation, without extra exercises, without being productive all the time. You have to love yourself with all the failures, all the good stuff, all the insecurities, all the uncertainties, all the things you regret. Just love yourself. And the solution is to knowing your capacity. How much energy do you have? How much energy can you use? With who do you get more energy? With who do you get less energy? Where is your energy stagnated? And when you look at your capacity, like you have a life capacity, that is who you are supported, your knowledge, your strength, your intelligence, what you know, because what you know and your intelligence are not the same. That's another story. So when you start really knowing your capacity, because when you really know your capacity, You know how to set your boundaries, you know how to economize your energy during the day, you know what is good for you, you know what is bad for you. So knowing yourself and your capacity makes it so much easier to lower your not your boundaries, lower your expectations. So you make sure you reach them, those that you have that are really realistic, and then you maybe have time for more, or you can praise yourself and relax. Because praising yourself is also one of the things that when you expect too much of yourself, then you forget to praise yourself also. So praise yourself for the small things. If you can hear the neighbors, it's just because they are out with the dogs having fun. And the birds, of course. They are also here. And then the third thing is that we do not protect what we actually discover. Um, when we are because you can know yourself beautifully and understand yourself and your capacity, but if you don't have these boundaries that I talked about before, then you keep giving yourself away. And that is what I was doing for so many years. I helped people who I realized would never help me. They never wished the same for me that I wished for them and they wished for themselves. So I also said yes when I meant no, and I allowed things that drained me. I didn't even know they drained me. I just kept going on. Also, I broke promises to myself in order to keep other people happy. So I didn't protect myself, and I always like, why can I not connect to myself? Why can't I just follow my heart? And this is where I started to learn to protect my energy, and a lot of my friends disappeared because they were not interested in me getting better. They were interested in my energy for their sake. So when I started to protect myself, life got so much easier to live because I didn't get bombarded with a lot of inputs and a lot of energy and a lot of things to solve for other people, because I protected myself. And yes, you have to help other people and not expected anything in return, but not every day. It's like you can't keep like breathing out. You have to breathe in as well. So when you are consistent in protecting yourself and your boundaries, you get a much better relation with yourself. You become your own bestie. And when you are your own bestie, you are in the best relationship with yourself. And when you have best relationship with another being or your own being, then everything gets so much smoother and easier because you keep your appointment to yourself, you follow what you tell yourself, and you make sure that you feel safe in what you are doing. And that is why when you know yourself better, you can be yourself more, and then you will love yourself forever. Because when you know yourself better, you always question the opinions and tables and labels and the tables that you are sitting at. And when you can be yourself more, you respect your own capacity. You can see your needs, you can see your values, you can act to your desires and your personality, and that makes you more happy for yourself, and that makes you love yourself even more. And when you love yourself forever, and you can feel yourself like this, then you protect your energy, just like you protect yourself with boundaries and consistency and this self-respect that you never learned because you grew up with trauma, or you learned to people please because that was easier for other people. So when you can know yourself better, be yourself more, and you love yourself forever, then the three mistakes that you make in the beginning of loving yourself and quantum leaping and manifesting a new life, they will slowly disappear. And the people who liked to see you in that role of failure, they will also slowly disappear. The people that drains your energy will also slowly disappear, so that you stay with people. That was my son messaging me. Not important, just a Snapchat link. um, but so the solution of not protecting what you figured out is to embody everything you know and take action on it, because then you like naturally love yourself, because then you live in this flow when you are proud of yourself and your actions, and that is the most important thing for you on this journey. So I hope you got something about this, got something out of everything I said here, and I hope if you have any questions, you're always welcome to ask in the comments, or you can send me a mail, because we learn from each other. And now I'm 49 years old, and I have made so many mistakes, and that is just only because I didn't know better and I didn't love myself enough. So with these words says, I will just remind you that you are the most important person in your life, and you should just always love yourself more.